Alec, fix your mic. You muted yourself.
How's that?
There you go.
Oh, sorry, all. It seems I was muted on. That hasn't happened before. Usually I'm muted on the mic, but I was sure that it was on. So anyway, hey, hope you're all doing well. Uh, God, it's good to see you all. Got a few new people today. Rideshare Road Warrior Rick. Um, I'm sorry, I got Pee Wee in my lap here. Here's Pee Wee's my buddy here. He's in my lap because it's raining outside, storming. So he's just been a little upset. Arthur Ames, how are you? B. Wince, sharing the world. That's you're a new one here. E.S. Taylor, Arthur Ames, Donnie Pearson, how are you, sir? Silver Bullet, always good to see you, Stephen. Axanar Gaming, Charles, how are you? It's good to see you too. Legal Slander, that's a new one. Sidestepification, how are you guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you don't mind all the call outs. Jim Nugent, Karen B, how are you? Knifrost, that's a new one. Let me just make sure I got everyone. Dave Alexander, how are you, sir? How are things down in Houston? David Alexander is a NASA flight surgeon. So love to chat some more, David. We haven't chatted in months, so hope you're doing okay. Yes, we're here. It's Memorial Day weekend. I hope you guys all got a chance to watch our little "What's Taking So Long" video. There's another one coming that unfortunately I didn't get to shoot before we moved the set, and that's exploding the five myths of the top five myths about Axanar. So it's my own little myth busters. Yeah, Pee Wee. This is Pee Wee. Pee Wee's my little Chihuahua. If I you know we do dog rescue, and Pee Wee's one of the 3 dogs we rescued back in 2017. How you doing, buddy? He's a cat. He doesn't realize he's a dog. But he loves Chick-fil-A, so he goes with me at Chick-fil-A all the time. Merle Bragg says, greetings from Maryland. How are you, sir? David Bennett. Thank you, David. David says, well, I haven't done this so long. I got to remember how to do it. There you go. Dave Alexander. Dave, how about we get you on the show next week, huh? How about we get you on Axanar Confidential next week? Old code, you're so predictable. There's John Tesler. How are you, sir? And Luis Villa from Florida, wearing his mask. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hopefully you guys are all vaccinated or on the way to being vaccinated. I was vaccinated a few weeks ago, so was Crystal. Someone asked about our film show, like why do you need everyone to be vaccinated on your film shoot? Because it's easier. We don't have to worry about everyone, right? I mean, let's face it, if you're not vaccinated, then I've got to worry about you being sick, you getting sick on our set. If everyone's vaccinated, I don't have to worry about that. We can relax the mask requirements and the PPE requirements and all that. And so, I've been talking to people, about Dragon Con, which is coming up. There's Eccleston Angel. How are you, Val? Good to see you. Oh, Ken Ryder from New Zealand. Do you know our buddy Jeff Scott? He lives in New Zealand too, right? Aren't there like everyone in New Zealand, right? Ken, it's such a small country. But hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us, Ken. That's really nice of you. Hey, and listen, everyone, if you are new here, go to the Aries Studio store, and if you send us $1 in shipping, we send you a free $10 patch just for showing up. It gets you in our system. It gets you on a newsletter and so on and so forth. So go to the Aries Studio store. Stogie will put that URL up there. See, look how good he is. I also wanted to share some of the things with you. Scott Martin Gavin, how are you? He's a cat man, which is okay too. We rescued 5 kittens the other day. Thank you, David Bennett. That is very generous of you. We appreciate that. That looks different too. When I click on the, what Pee Wee, are you okay? Do you need to get down? Do you need to get down? Huh? He's so stoic. Like, what's up? All right, you want to get down? Yeah, I'll let you get down. Yeah, he wants to go. I have a few things to show you too. Just because I was getting ready and Let me just should tilt this down. Can I tilt this down a little? Hold on a second. There we go. All right, let me get a little better a view of things. So as I was setting, I was like, oh my God, the background was so boring. So that is Starbucks helmet from first season of Battlestar Galactica. Over there, that is Cisco's USS Horizon model from his office. That hopefully you all recognize that's a phaser power cell from, I forgot the name of that episode. We were just talking about it too. And then that's Cisco's computer from his desk. I got that 11 years ago. I got that in 2010 at the Profiles in History auction. So just a few things. You can see an Axanar coffee mug back there. Just thought I'd put a few things in the background to show you guys. So hopefully you all watch the video so you know what we're doing. And right now, no, it wasn't Year of Hell is a Voyager episode. Yeah, and Donnie, I will wear my mask generally in public. I will, just because you go in stores and stuff. You know, obviously not when I go out to restaurants and stuff, but you know, I'll go to Walmart, go to shopping, whatever. Always Home Depot because we're moving the studio. I'm always wearing my mask. Ooh, excuse me. So, here's something else I wanted to show you all. I think I've showed you guys this before. Let's see. Let's make sure. Oh, it's kind of hard for the camera. Can the camera get? You get the okay, there you go. You can see it above the reflection. This is the original Captain. This is the original costume sketch for Boothby. That's Boothby's costume from the first duty. And this is the original costume sketch that I got, and I had it framed. And it's usually up on my wall, but I figured I'd share it with you. So, yeah, you know, let's talk real quick about COVID. I mean, hopefully you all get vaccinated. Hopefully you're all on the path to do that. Please don't give me any conspiracy theories about vaccination. I don't have time for that lunacy. Okay. The vaccinations are perfectly safe. There's no chip from Microsoft in it. It's just give me a break. But please do get vaccinated because it's, you know, I had it last year and it was not a happy time. So there you go. Andrew Dell. Yes. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you very much for saying that. All right, let's get to Silver Bullets questions here. Will the actor who played Xander return? Oh, Xander's with an X. Xander, yes, he is. He's in town in Atlanta, actually. Yeah, absolutely. We'll definitely have you up when we do our next shoot. Absolutely. No, that's not true. No, I don't know where you heard that, but that's not true. He just messaged me the other day, as a matter of fact. Let's see. That's funny. Okay. Jim Westbrook is upset that he didn't get any nanobots. Casey Bay says, I've hacked the chip in the vaccine and I get Amazon Prime for free in my head. There you go. Listen, the big news this month, it's all been about moving the studio. Everything, unfortunately, Dan and I were cooking on the audio drama. I did about 3/4 of my lines. We're just getting into the Battle of Axanar. And as you know, we're doing the full-length Axanar audio drama. Hopefully you do know that, right? Everyone knows about that. So we're doing a full-length Axanar audio drama. It is the full script of Axanar with full cast. And we're pretty excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We were well on our way to finishing my lines, which is like I've got more lines than anyone, of course. And then we had to move the studio, and it was really like the landlord said, "Look, I got the guy who's renting space from us right now wanted our space, and he was going to pay like $800 more a month. And the landlord said, hey, this guy across town, he's got space and it's less expensive. So we checked it out. And as I've told the story to you guys many times, that the new, and hopefully I have some, do I have any photos here I can share with you? I don't know if I have them on this computer. Stogie, can you pull up any of the photos we have of the new studio? Because I've got them all on my other computer.
Probably can. Give us a second.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I can even send you some. I'll send Stogie some of the photos here on the phone, and there we are, and then he can show them to you. So we found another studio. Oh, this is good because this is Dana putting it. Oh yeah, here's a few photos from today. But let me get you the photos that show you what the place is like. There's a good one, Stogie. Oh yeah, I got a couple here, Stogie. You can load those up any way you can, and there we go. All right, so the new studio is 1,000 square feet less, so it's not 6,000; it's 5,000 square feet, and but it's better laid out. The studio is a square, a rectangle. So the one thing I should send, the one thing I can send also is hopefully I have it here right on my desktop is the floor plan. Let's see what it's like. There we go. There it is. And so we're going to be able to set up the captain's quarters is becoming kind of a flex set. We're taking the bunk unit out of that. We're taking the bunk unit. It rolls, right? So we can always put it back if we need to get that shot in the captain's quarters. But we're going to meet the captain's quarters is also to be set up so it can be half a sick bay. So it'll be the office part of sick bay. We're going to build a sick bay set, right? It can also lead onto a conference room, and we're going to build a small corridor. So there you go. And let me send this to Stogie, just so he can. And this is a floor plan of the studio. So, there's Ray Myers. Hey, how are you doing, my friend? Yeah, I need to update. Thanks, Stephen. I will update IMDb. Thank you very much. Martin, no, how are you? There's Paul. 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Listen, Sunday's going to be all work in the new studio. Hopefully we're 100% moved by then, Paul. So come on, we'll get you painting. How's that? We're going to be working on finishing a couple offices. Oh, look at this. Salutations, Mr. Spears. You have done amazing work, and I'm a colossal fan. May the wind be at your back, and good luck. May Axanar prevail. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. Appreciate that. That is very kind of you. We always appreciate super chats and just support. More than the money, it's like you guys supporting us. So thank you. What else? So here's the floor plan. Let me get this floor plan up. I'm going to save this on the desktop, and then I'll pop it up for you so you can kind of see. All right, so here you go. Let me share this. There you go. So there you can see the floor plan for the new studio. So all right. Oh, by the way, it's Steve Jepson's birthday today. Just reading some shit. But there you go. There is the beauty of it is you can see how we're setting it up. You can see in the back, that's where the captain's quarters will be. The bunk unit is on the left there, and that's going to be replaceable. So we'll be able to pull that off, put in a different module, right? So that module may be conference room, it may be sick bay, right? It could be a couple things. Have a short piece of a corridor. And then in the front, you see the offices. And so can I don't know how bigger on this PC, but you'll see that there's a makeup room there in the back, the fulfillment store. It's the storage area. The office is where we're going to be doing all the fulfillment from. And then the front is the lobby. And then there's a costume wardrobe lockup over on the left, and of course a bathroom. So that's the way it is. So we're pretty happy. Then when Stogie gets to it, he'll show you some of the photos from the move that's been happening, and it is a bear. What's up, Stogie?
Oh, we've got some images. I put them up for you in the banner section or overlay section, so you just have to click on them.
Oh, perfect. Okay, there we go. Oh, I see. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Stogie. So first of all, here is our here we are. This is that is the how does this work? Oh, I guess it's going to overlay on me. Let's see if I can do this again. All right. So there's the front. You'll see the UFP banner we got there. Here's just when we started moving stuff. This is the first stuff we moved in. That's the on the left there is the base of the captain's chair. You'll see the captain's chair right in front of the TOS captain's chair there. Here it is again. This is 2 weeks ago before we moved most of the stuff in. You can see we're just loading and loading. Here is it empty, so you kind of see a big square space. That wall has since been painted. So we will have, and hopefully we'll have some more images for you. So there you go. Stogie's made some movies that. Oh, here's another good one. Yeah, there is. Now you can see us. So this is the old studio, and you can see the bridge coming apart there in all its various pieces. You see how we take the tops off the consoles. So yeah, it's a pain in the neck. It really is. But Dana's so excited about the new studio. He was working away. Can you put those photos of Dana and Stogie, the photos from today that I sent you? Here's that's Paul Osborne, Sturm von Alk, and the guys loaded. You can see Jess Hubby, Richie Watkins, and Scott Little in the truck. We already saw that one. Okay, and then here is Dana laying down LVP, which is short for luxury vinyl plank, which is really great. It's kind of the wave of the future, flooring, and it's flexible. So he worked on that all day. Got about half of the storeroom done. Dana does amazing work. And originally I was going to be laying the floor. He was like, "I'll do this, and you do the floor." And then he gets to it, and Dana's such a perfectionist. God bless him. Thank God, right? And he gets going, and he's such a perfectionist. I'm like, thank God he's doing it, because I'm clueless, right? But I did get to do the office. So here's me work. Well, you don't see me, but here's the office, and here is us working. Where you'll see that I'm just about to finish putting the carpet tiles down there where the tape is, and then we have this dark, that's a navy blue runner around the outside, which won't be visible because it'll be under desk or it'll be under shelving. But we only had so much of that carpet, so we had to extend it. So the best way was to put that ring around it. Worked perfectly. So that's the studio move. The studio, so we go from 6,000 feet to 5,000 feet, but we go from 3,800 a month to 2,800 a month. And we start our lease June 1st, even though we're moving in now. Our lease starts June 1st. That is when the basically the business of Aries Studio, the new corporation, which is a 501c3, starts. And to those, because the haters are all making a big deal about the 501c3. They think I'm scamming, they're conspiracy theorists. So of course I'm scamming someone according to them, which is ludicrous. Actually, the only thing that's going to be run through the 501c3 are donations to the studio. That does not count Aries Studio Store. Aries Studio Store is under the auspices of another corporation, which is a for-profit corporation, but that obviously pays all the money we don't raise. For example, every month it's $2,800 for the rent, figure $200 for utilities, figure, and $150 for insurance, right? So we're at about $3,150 as our nugget, our monthly nut, right? $3,150. Well, we only get $3,150. We only get it about $2,250, right? So we're about $900 short. Where's that money come from? Sale of goods. That money is then from that corporation is donated to the nonprofit. Oh, it's not donated. We're actually, it's a long story, but that money goes into the nonprofit, and to cover all the expenses, because our Patreon doesn't cover the whole thing. But the way we do it is we're only running the donations, the money from the Patreon, and the cost of the studio. Those are the only thing that's going through the 501c3. So the 501c3 will, have $40,000 in revenue each year, but it'll be a zero. It'll be zero out. There'll be no money going in, or no profit left over, which you can't, because you're a nonprofit, right? That money has to be spent on something. So so that's the way we're going to be doing the nonprofit. So if you're a donor to the Patreon, that money is tax deductible. If you buy stuff in the Aries Studio Store, that's not tax deductible, because you're buying something, right? You're not donating. It's different than like a perk, like you go donate to NPR and you get a coffee mug. Okay, so you're still making a donation. You just got a perk. And I guess if we did a Kickstarter, let's say, for donations to the studio, not particularly selling a product, that money would be tax deductible as well. But we have to be really smart about that and very careful and not violate the rules. Basically we're just making it so the whole reason for the 501c3 is everyone who's donating to keep the studio going gets a tax donation, right? That's the idea. And we think that's fair. It doesn't really. Okay, so go. Oh, that was good, Stogie. Stogie's got the video, got a video up.
I managed to upload a couple of the videos there. The day 2 is actually gone up first. Day 1 is in process of loading under video clips.
When you're ready with day 1, we'll show day 1, and then we'll show day 2.
Sounds good.
All right. Good job, Stogie.
I wasn't sure it would take files that big, but it did.
Oh, good. All right. Good. StreamYard's awesome. So as I was saying, so if you're a donor to the studio, there you go. That's how to the Patreon campaign, those are tax deductible, and that's about it. Everything else goes through the for-profit Aries Studios Corporation. It's technically Aries Productions. We had to change the name just to differentiate them, right? And so there you go. That's basically how it works. That's a thank you for all the donors, because believe me, it doesn't help us that we're a nonprofit, particularly, but because if it was all part of, as it's been the past 4 years, if it was part of Aries Studios, well, the donations are income and it goes out as an expense. It's a wash. One way or another, it's a wash. It doesn't matter if I'm a nonprofit or not. All right, let's watch a video a little bit about our move. All right, hey everyone. So it's kind of moving day number 1. I guess we moved a ton of stuff. Here's the new studio. Look, no sign. Anyway, here's the new studio. You can kind of see it's a big metal building, right? And there's Scott Little, one of our key volunteers. There's Scott Good. who brings his truck all the time. He's always here. He's one of the key volunteers too. And then we walk in. So here's here's the lobby, right? This is the lobby. They're tearing out all these all those shelving cabinets. All right, let's look over here, and then we got over here. This is the office, which is everything's good. You know, there's Richie and Dana, and they're going to be tearing all this cabinetry, this desk, this wall unit. It's all going. It's all getting torn out. They already tore out the carpet. Boom, boom. So yeah. So wow. Look, here's old crappy carpet. It's disgusting, and a lot of dirt in this place. It's really old. I mean, old meaning like 18 years. Same. There was a church here for 18 years, and it's a mess. Look at these walls, purple. Can you see that? Oh, it's like, okay. And then we're gonna go in here. Here's Brandon. Brandon's brand new. Hey. This is his first time helping. He's ripping up the carpet in here. It's got crappy tile floor, and then the back. You don't want to see that. And then, here's our makeup room. So we now have a makeup room. They just there's the makeup room. Okay. And then we're gonna walk in, and then here's the studio. Can you see that? All right. So it's pretty big. It's 5,000 square. Well, this is about 4,000 square feet. We kind of put all our stuff against the wall. So yeah, so that's it. So we're working our way here, guys. Hope you're doing well. We're working our butts off in this move, but next weekend's the big weekend. So anyway, take care, live long and prosper. All right, so there, and then here was the next video that we. Okay, so another day working at the new studio. You'll see they changed the lights behind the sign, so there's LED lighting there, so we'll be able to put up a sign. This is just trash that's getting thrown out. As you walk in here, you can see Dana just closed that off. He had to frame it and drywall it, so he's done that. And then you can see we're painting. So here's Scott and Dana, and so this was a window here, so we've closed it off because it's kind of useless, and it wasn't even a window, it was just an opening. So they framed it, metal framing, and now they're putting the sheetrock in, and that'll bless you. And there you go. So there's that room. So this will be the makeup room here. All right, this is going to be the makeup room. And then you can see there's all sorts of stuff going on here. Here's going to be costume lockup is going to be in here. Okay, so you can see this wall will be primed. Baseboards will be replaced, so that all that work is going well. Here's Doug, one of our volunteers.
I'll leave you about 4 inches around it. Is that enough? You can prime it right up to the purple. I don't care. You don't want anything on the seam, right? Not on the board. Yeah, okay.
There you go. Meanwhile, here we are out in the studio. That's our landlord, Mike, with his son. And we painted this wall. This wall was ugly. So this wall, Doug just painted this wall. You can see there's actually a window there into the makeup area. So yeah. So we've started moving things into the studio here. And this is leather couch from my place that's going to go in the front. And so yeah, so things are going well. I'm going to show you. So we're going to walk over here. So here's another entrance here. This goes to, this is going to be, so this will be storage for fulfillment. This room is all storage for fulfillment. It was a church, so that is going to get primered over. No disrespect, but we're not a church anymore. And so this is the storeroom. And then over here, this is the office. You can see that this was not tiled. There was crappy carpet in here. So this office, this is where there were cabinets and a desk and everything. So that's all been pulled out. And we're pretty excited. We're finally going to get to use the carpet that we bought for the California. This is the carpet squares those are just samples, but we had bought carpet squares and finished off the offices in California. So there you go. There's a window into the office, and we're back outside again. So there you go. All right. So there you go. So, and you really haven't seen the big move from last weekend both Saturday, huge 26-foot moving truck, which I had to drive, and Penske Reynolds, my favorite. And then Monday, Scott Good and Doug transferred 4 more platforms over. So the studio's, wow, it's packed. And tomorrow it's going to be even more packed. So we're like, oh, where's this all going? But we're really excited. Dana is so excited about it. He works so hard. That guy, and I got to give a huge call out to Dana, because I told him the other day, I said, Dana, I couldn't do this without you. You're the key. He goes, Alec, I never would have done what you're doing. He said, there's no way I would put up with what you put up with and do it. And I say, but Dana, I can only do it because of you. And it's true. It's like, if I didn't have Dana, this would all be in a dumpster somewhere. He's that important to the production. And we listen, great. Also, shout out to all our great Move volunteers. The same people show up every week, right? Paul Osborne and his daughter Lauren, when they're in town, they show up. Jess Hobby, the pilot, he shows up. He drives an hour just to come over. Scott Good is amazing. Scott Little, Richie and Matt, 2 amazing young filmmakers who are working with Crystal on her Supergirl project, actually. They've just jumped in with both feet and been awesome. Dale Simpson, who's always there, always helping out. He's there. Who am I missing? Whose name am I missing? Because I know I'm going to miss someone. I'm going to feel really bad. Let's see. I'll think of it. But I think those are the main people. They're there every week. Every week they're there, which is awesome. So thank you. I mean, the volunteers are so important. All right, I'm going to go through some comments real quick, because there were so many. Yes, there is a bottle of Fire on the Mountain downstairs, but I did not get it, and I'm not going to run downstairs and get it right now. How about next week? Happy birthday to Steve Jepson, Admiral Slater. It is his birthday tonight. I tried to get him on last minute, but he was watching a Bond movie. Scott Martin Gavin, what is the doorway in the lower right quarter of the bridge? That is emergency exit. Dave Alexander, $20 super chat, $19.99. Thank you, David. Very generous of you. We love David. I'll talk to you. We'll get you on next week. Val. Okay, that's good to know, Val. I did not know that. Where did it go? Okay. Yes, we've actually talked about that because we have a bucket of chroma key green paint. So yeah. No, we still are limited to 2 15-minute episodes, but the Axanar audio drama will be of the full script. We know Stogie is good. Yeah, Tuesday. Just checking out your. All right, Val. I think I saw something about you losing your pet. I'm so sorry. Our deepest sympathies. That's awful. You're very welcome, Stephen. You do good work. All right, so good. So that's all the comments there. So we're excited. Listen, we have another project that we're waiting to launch the Kickstarter on, and it's a lot of fun. It's not Star Trek. It's a new project, a lot of fun. We're waiting to launch the Kickstarter, and we will let you know about it, because people keep saying, why don't you do something else? And we're doing other things. And, also, I think sometimes people have an expectation. They're like, well, why isn't this out already? Hey, we have lives, right? This is part-time. And the COVID shut us down for a year, over a year. I mean, like by the time, if we're waiting for everyone to be vaccinated, that's August, right? I mean, that's a year and a half of not being able to work. Right there. And then before that, I won't get into it with the last director, but yeah, a lot of wasted time. We have not started the fan fiction contest. We will. We've been talking about it, so stay tuned. Yeah, you have a vaccine passport. I have my vaccine card. Listen, people, this is not a political issue. This is a health issue. All right, masks are a health issue. Masks are you not being an asshole to someone else, by giving them COVID. Just wear your damn mask. Now that everyone's being vaccinated, yeah, we're July, August. You won't need to wear a mask. And even now, they say if you're outside or if you're inside with other vaccinated people, you don't need to wear a mask. I don't understand all the angst about wearing a mask. It's unnecessary.
And in fairness to you, Alec, the easiest way to explain it that you can't really put it because, you're you and we're us in the sense. I wouldn't come to Georgia when COVID was rampaging and nobody was vaccinated, right? Like, I don't trust people, right? So if everybody is vaccinated and we're all in the same playing field, then we all want to come do the work. Every exposure was like a 2-week put off, a 2-week postponement, or more if somebody got badly sick.
Yeah.
So
that's true. I had lots of actors say, I'm not doing anything until, it's all over. And so anyway, yeah, so, we're just trying to be smart, right? And do the right thing, there's Scott Voigt. How are you, sir? Good to see you again. John Tesla, you didn't say you had a friend who had a production studio in Atlanta. There you go. The other thing is Stogie and I are going to be going over all the footage from the October 2019 shoot, and we'll be putting something together for. We need to talk about Las Vegas Con, Star Trek Con. We're going to be there. We're going to be there, and we're going to be hosting a fan film panel. There's going to be 5 days of Star Trek fan film panels that I've, basically helped arrange. And one of them will be Axanar, and we'll be showing never before seen footage. So I'm hoping you guys come. If you can come to Vegas, August 11th through 15th. Okay, it's August 11th through 15th. So please come. It's always a blast. And I haven't been since 2016. I think I missed 17 and 18, and then 19 was COVID. Right? Is that right? No. 19. Maybe I just missed 18 and 19, and then 20 was COVID. Yeah. Something like that. But it's a great show. We'll be there. We will hopefully, have a booth and have some exclusive footage, and it should be a lot of fun. So I urge you all to be to come, okay? Because it'll be a lot of fun. I'm trying to get my good friend Don to come. Well, if you've never been to Vegas TrekCon, you should go, Jim. Are we doing DragonCon this year? Yes. Trying to. I'm waiting to find out about a vendor booth because we're really interested in doing a vendor booth at DragonCon this year. Ooh, excuse me. DragonCon, we go every year, and it'd be fun to do it from a different perspective from a vendor. Glenn. Well, Glenn, I'm going to count on you to help out in the booth then, if you live in Vegas. And then, DragonCon should be a blast. We always have a lot of fun at DragonCon. Daniel Farrell, thank you, sir. Listen, let me also say, everyone who's new here, Daniel, I think you're new here. Forgive. Everyone, please sign up for the newsletter, for the Axanar newsletter. Right there, Stogie's right on top of it.
Before he
right,
could even say it.
I know. Look at that. Right down there. Sign up for go to axanar.com/newsletter. Sign up. That way you always are informed about what's going on. Okay. That's the best way to stay in touch. Because I send out emails all the time. Okay. So please join the newsletter. Also, if you go to Aries Studio Store, there is go to the shipping section. And if you send us $1 for shipping, we send you a $10 patch for free. Well, for $1 shipping. And that's another way to find out about the Aries Studio Store, to get a free patch, get on our mailing list. Okay. All those great things. So please do that as well. Thank you. Mark Saperstein. Oh, any relation to Abe Saperstein? And I'm sure you know the reference. A legendary figure in I will hint at the basketball. Does anyone know who Abe Saperstein is? Basketball. Someone, come on, without Googling it, no Googling, who actually knows who Abe Saperstein is? Val asked hotels, Globetrotters, that's right. No, guys said no, but I do know the reference. Yes. Abe Saperstein basically founded the Harlem Globetrotters, and he was a white Jewish guy. Isn't that awesome? It's an awesome story. I love it. Godzilla. What is the Godzilla reference, Mark? Val asked about, okay, so hotels for Dragon Con. I don't know. They should be a lot easier this year because a lot of people aren't going. Okay. Marriott, Hyatt, Hilton. Those are your 3 main hotels. Okay. So I would call all 3 of those hotels. I get on the Dragon Con website, the Marriott, the Hyatt, and the Hilton. Those are the 3 hotels. The Hilton is where we stay. I think it's the best just because it's the 3rd hotel. So it's a little off the beaten path, a little less noise. It's great. So there you go. Mark, that sounds like an urban myth. I'd like to see some proof around that, but I'll believe you until I read about it. Basscat says, what is your opinion about this UFO phenomenon? I haven't read enough. I have not read enough. There seems to be people are excited about it. I haven't read enough. I'm not going to comment. Randall says something you guys might consider for your studio sets. Yeah, we don't have enough room for that, but thank you, Randall. See, Mark, I thought that was I know people from like the Colonial Fleet who have rooms that they're not taking. So if you're interested, you can contact me. And I'll let you. Adam Vera, how are you, sir? It's been a while. Well, we haven't been on in a while. It's good to see you. Adam Vera is the all-time Super Chat king. So we're doing great. So we're getting back into the swing of conventions. We're going to be doing conventions. We're going to be doing conventions all over the country, all the big ones, hopefully. And if we can get into them, if we can get booths, we'll do them, because we're getting to the point where we want to promote the Axanar coming out, and we've got so much swag to sell. I mean, we have challenge coins, magnets, pins, patches, posters, a lot of P's. We've got model kits. There's so much stuff. And we know Crystal and I talk about all that. We could kick ass at a convention. Up Tech Extreme. Great. We're talking about having an Axanar get together for Dragon Con this year. So stay tuned for that. Tim Norris says, I'm officially free today. Free. Reference Alice Cooper or Kenny Loggins. Right? Oh, look at this. Oh, Pete Unwind signs up to be a member. Oh, congratulations. All hail, Pete. Thank you, Pete. We appreciate that. Listen, you can join our YouTube channel. Stogie posts special content for YouTube members. It's kind of duplicative of Patreon, so yeah, feel free to go to Patreon. Feel free to join a member here. Some people do both, which is kind of cool. Thank you very much. I also have to. We are doing a special. I guess, and I don't know. He emailed it to me. Let me get it from. I'm going to Stogie. I'm going to send you. Stogie, I'm sending you this by email. If you could. If you could add it to the queue so I can show it on the channel. What we're doing is we're coming up with a dedication plaque for the studio. And everyone who is a donor to the studio, whether it be a member here on YouTube or a member of the Patreon campaign, or someone who gave to the Indiegogo campaign back in 2017 when we were moving, you will all be listed on the dedication plaque. Or if there's not enough room in the dedication plaque, we're going to be making a secondary plaque. So it'll be dedication plaque, and right underneath it, it'll be like all the donor plaque with all the donors. So, and that will go up. Dana's really excited about that project. So, yeah. So there you go. Why am I not surprised? Jim Westbrook subscribed to both YouTube and Patreon. Jim Westbrook literally has Facebook pumped into his system or a microchip or something because he's on Facebook constantly. Yeah, I mean, going back to the days of Diana, she and I used to joke about Jim was always the first person commenting on anything. It's like Jim is perpetually on Facebook. Yes, that's a good point, Glenn. CBS is no longer an official partner, which is why we can get involved. Yeah, they're a lot looser. That's why they talk to me about fan films. There you go. So there's kind of like a mock-up of what he wants the plaque to be in the studio. I said, hey, we need to do a deck, and he's like, yeah. So that's just a mock-up. It will be reworked, and then will be a second plaque, which will be all the donors. So we'll let you know. It's Val. I don't know what Aries 3.0 who donated to the. If it's a donation to Axanar, that's different because we have 10,000 donors to Axanar, so I can't do that. You have to have donated to one, or be a member of the Patreon, or and that's any level, Val. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, Gen Con. We'd love to do Gen Con, Randall. Love to do Gen Con. So yeah. Oh, are you telling me super chat or what? Did I miss your super chat, Adam? I don't see anything, Adam. Adam's the super chat king. So he'll there's one time he gave us like 5 or 6 in one session. Well, Mark, well, come on over tomorrow. We're moving tomorrow. All right. Old studio, message me on Facebook. 248 East Krogan Street. The suite 301, right in the back there. Come on over tomorrow. We start at 9 a.m., Mark. You can meet the crew and get to know everyone. Have donuts from Donut Worry, our favorite donut shop. Yeah. So yeah, I glossed over it. Let's recap. Audio drama in the works. Maybe if we're lucky, August. That's where we'd love to have that by the time Vegas Con comes around. But we're working our way away on the Axanar audio drama, which is the full length script. We're going to have a Kickstarter for it. You're going to be able to get, it on a CD. You'll be able to get it a digital download. You'll be able to get the full length script as well. So there's that. And then short stories. We're coming out with 2 Karn short stories, which I think you guys will love. Yeah, Pete, Museum of Aviation and Warner Robins. We are going to do a weekend event there. Absolutely, one-day event, Saturday or Sunday. Absolutely. I just also went hunting for a piece, and I'll tell you, as some of you know, let me get this. Okay. Let me just. Okay, so I don't know how many of you guys remember the movie Marooned, but which is a great movie. Anyway, in it there was basically a rescue lifting body, and let me pop those. So I can show you these images. All right, so and here it is. This is what it looked like, and it is totally fictional, although it was based on a real design. There was an actual real design of this, and I will be writing up a full. This is a scene from the movie where they're bringing the XRV to, and the movie Marooned is, astronauts get stranded. A Skylab crew is coming back and gets stranded in space, and they have to rescue them. So what this full-size mock-up. I read that it was still around, and it was at the Huntsville Space Museum. So I contacted the curator of the Huntsville Space Museum, and I said, "I hear you have the XRV from the movie Maroon from like 50 years ago." She said, "Yes, we do. It's in storage." So I've offered to help work with her to restore it, to raise money and restore it and get it back on display. I don't know if that'll happen. Nonetheless, we are talking. So that's a pretty exciting. So the Huntsville Museum is another place we'd like to go, because that's an amazing museum. So there you go. Yes, we are going to do AccessCon 2 here this year, for sure. Well, Crusaders, please come to the Vegas Con. It's August 11th through 15th. So there you go. So stay tuned. My goal is in 2021 that we visit Warner Robins, the National Air and Space Museum in DC, the U.S. Air Force Museum in Dayton, Ohio. Those are the top 3 Air Force aviation museums in the country, right? Maybe Huntsville, if we can get things going. But definitely those 3. There will be an Axanar trip to each of them. We'll plan it out. You'll have plenty of notice, and anyone who wants to will meet us there. I don't care if we have 10 people. We're going to have a good time. So there you go. No, unfortunately, we never filmed anything of Richard for the full-length movie before he passed away. Just for you, Jim, just for you. Written stories, Scott. Yeah. I've been sitting on one for a couple of years by a very famous author, Star Trek author. I should say very famous, a well-known Star Trek author. So did I, Mark. I saw it in the theater. I was a little kid, and I loved it. Loved it. I get along great with Mark Zickery. I'm not sure what I don't Bomb Diggity. I don't know. I don't quite understand that two-stroke. Oh, I didn't know there was a Strategic Air Command museum. Is that in Omaha? Where's that, Crusader? Yeah, I want to take the movie Marooned and redo the effects. That's what I want to do. I think that'd be really, really cool. That'd be really cool. So there you go. We're not replacing Richard as Karn. We have another Klingon character, maybe 2. Well, we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Maybe 3. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on I can't tell you about. Haha. I don't think that's going to happen. 2 different worlds, Yeah, DC is an amazing. I love DC. DC is an amazing city just because it's so, in many ways, it's European. It's kind of planned out. It kind of reminds you of like Paris, maybe, or something. But it's very, and there are all these halls of power and all these museums, and it's just monuments, memorials. It's epic. It's a great, great city. So yeah, I love it. So there you go. Okay, so hopefully I've explained enough about the process, moving forward. If you saw the video, if you haven't seen the video, please go watch the video on YouTube, because it kind of explains where we've been and what we're doing and when we're coming out. Ooh, excuse me. Yes, I know I shouldn't be yawning. Yeah, DC in the summertime isn't great. That would probably be. We'll go in October, is my guess. Because fall is the time to be in DC, like late October, early November. That's when we'll do National Air and Space Museum tour. Very cool. Okay, very cool. Although the SR-71, was that ever under the jurisdiction of SAC? Anyway, thank you, Jim. I love that prop. That's a good point. Cherry blossoms. Good point, Paul. Although we never know exactly when that is, do we? Indeed. Indeed. Oh, okay. SR-71 was under SAC. The U-2 was CIA. I don't know if the SR-71 was ever CIA. Yeah. No. Oh, no. I'd love to. I've never been to. I'm a sucker for the fall, so that's why I said the fall. But we can do it anytime. All right. So once again, please join the Axanar Newsletter. Sign up for the Axanar Newsletter. Please go to the Aries Studios. Right now we have some specials going on in the store, and everyone who spends more than $20 gets a free hardcover Star Trek auction catalog from the 2010 CBS licensed auction with the Doug Drexler collection. It's an amazing book. Amazing book. You get it free for any $20 donation just because all the money goes to the studio. So go to the Aries Studio store and look, you'll see it says fundraiser. It says Aries Studios Move Fundraiser. And I put a whole bunch of stuff in there. You just buy any of that stuff, $20 or more, boom, I add a catalog for free. So all these boxes, I just shipped out like 40 boxes. And I've got like 40 more that has to ship out. So there you go. So go there and check it out. That's it for now. I'm probably going to walk the dogs, jump online, play a little World of Warships, and my poor Blackberry's water is probably warm by now, but hold on. It's basically seltzer water. Try not to, we don't have soda in the house. We only have seltzer water. So that's it. Listen, it's been great having you all back. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me just see. Mid-April is cherry blossom season. Custom hero clicks. What are you spending your money on? I want to know what these are. I mean, I know what hero clicks are. Yes, Silver Bullet, keto. Go keto. It's all the rage. There's a gazillion things supporting you. We get keto meals delivered here. Just no carbs. Cut out all the carbs. That's it. Whether you go Atkins, which is heavy protein, or keto, which is heavy fat, which is counterintuitive, but believe me, it works. Keto is the way to go right now, just because there's so much support for it. There's so many Facebook groups. You can find people all the time who are doing it. It's an interesting diet. And listen, any of those diets, the only diet is low carb. That I'm sorry. All the other stuff, if there's carbs in your diet, that's not a serious diet. A balance, if you want to go balance, you go the balance approach. This much carbs, this much protein. That's cool. Keep your blood sugar down with a balance approach. That's totally fine. But honestly, most diets don't work. Keto works, Atkins works. They're both basically low carbs. Cut out the carbs and your body burns fat for energy, not carbs. It's that simple. So I'm going to recommend you go for the keto. And lots of bacon. On keto, you get to eat all the bacon you want. Thank you, Daniel Farrow. Thank you all. Adriana Marcia, thank you so much for stopping by. Yes, Randall, I hope to see you at Gen Con as well. Olive Drab, I didn't call you out. Thank you so much. Oh, there you go. Arthur Ames, how did you lose it? Lost 45 pounds. What program were you on? Oh, yeah. Listen, you can't cut out all the carbs, but vegetables are carbs. You stick with the good carbs. Listen, yes, cut out sugar. Start with that. Start out with cutting out sugar. Start with cutting out white bread. The only bread I eat is high fiber tortillas that have almost no carbs in them because it's all fiber. Go to Chick-fil-A, I get it on a multigrain bun. So yeah. Oh, there you go. Very healthy, right? Plant-based whole food diet, very healthy. That's a great diet. But something like that, Arthur, I don't even see as a diet. I see it as logical eating, right? It's smart eating. Dana, starving yourself is not good. Sean, thank you so much, sir. We greatly appreciate your super chat earlier. Yeah. Yes, we all know that diet. All right. Now we're in trouble. This is it. Complex carbs are okay. Listen, vegetables are carbs, right? They're also high in fiber, so they're really, really good for you. But I'm trying to just eliminate sugar. Yes. Oh, high fructose corn syrup. Oh yeah. Good call. Yeah. Again, sugars. Get rid of all the processed sugars. Get rid of that shit. It's my weakness. Believe me. I mean, I love, you know me. I love cake and cupcakes and all those Drake snack cakes. I love those. Giving them up. Also, I just got my blood work back in a while. My blood pressure is great. My cholesterol is high for the first time ever. So I've got to pay attention to that. So it's mostly just because I was eating like a pig. I am on a strict diet to get ready for this shoot this fall. So 100 days to Dragon Con is kind of my goal here. I'm paying attention to it. And so what am I in, like day 3 of the 100 days to Dragon Con? And yeah, I'm down 2 pounds. So I'm going to take it. I'm just little changes every day. Like I walk 2 of my dogs in the morning, 20 minutes, 2 of my dogs in the evening, 20 minutes. May not seem like much, but that's 40 minutes of walking. I don't know, 150 calories, maybe 200 calories, maybe for 40 minutes of walking. I guess so. Probably 200 calories. Well, if I do that for 100 days, that's 20,000 calories, right? Yeah. 100 days of walking 40 minutes a day is 20,000 calories. There's 3,500 calories in a pound. So just by doing that, I should lose 6 pounds, 5 pounds, just by doing that for the next 100 days. With no other changes, just by doing that, I should lose 5 pounds. So then you add into that cutting out all the sugar, cutting out all the garbage, processed foods, eat healthy, salads. I mean, I've never been a salad person, but I'm learning, right? So yeah, look, the best thing you could do is read a lot. I mean, I'm 60 years old and I'm just scratching the surface of this stuff. I've been learning about it constantly for years. And so that's what I just read, go online and see, and then talk to people and talk to nutritionists, right? And just get out there and find out, and you'll find the information. I'm the kind of person when I've read something for like the 3rd time, I'm like, wow, this is something I really need to pay attention to. I think that's really important. Yes, Stephen, get your butt out in the morning and go walk for a half hour. Put on your headphones, listen to podcasts or whatever you want to listen to, and just walk. Just walk. That's it. Do it for a half hour. And you know what? In the evening, in the evening, go walk for a half hour again. It's a half hour walking. Anyone can walk for a half hour. You do that, you've put in an hour of walking a day. Stephen, you will lose weight. Wow, Val, that's unbelievable. Holy crap. Wow. That's amazing. God bless you. Yeah, Stephen, not enough. Every day. Get your ass moving every day. You want me to send you a wake up? You need the rock clock on your phone. Get the rock clock. Like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Yeah, he has a great program. Yes, you're not keeping me. Believe me, I love doing this. I love talking to you people. But yeah, we need to get going. Hey, thank you all. Thank everyone for being here tonight. I love you all. This is filmmaking is a collaborative effort, and this more than anything, because I have all you people to thank for keeping me going and supporting it. And I hope you all can come. We'll tell you about Axanar. Hope you can all come to see the sets when we've moved, and keep up whatever you're doing that's good in life. All right, be positive, count your blessings every day, be grateful, and live long and prosper. Love you guys. We'll see you hopefully next week. We'll do this again. Okay. Stogie keeps wanting me to do more and more, so it's been a little bit of grind, but we will try and do it next weekend as well. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Peace out.